Good day. Ein Tripnomen for today is replacing rear shock absorbers for all year models of Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Let's start. Remove the retainer clips to expose the upper portion of the shock absorber. Use an adjustable wrench or vice grip to hold the thread in place when removing the nut. Use a size 17 wrench to unscrew the nut in counterclockwise direction. Do not use power tools because this is a self-locking nut. It may cause damage to the threads. Remove the nut slowly and as patiently as possible. We can reuse this nut because it is still in good condition. Remove the collar and upper bushing. Inspect for damages. Reuse if in good condition. Next, remove the wheel so that we can have ample space when removing the shock absorber. Do not completely remove the lug nuts. Just untighten it for now. Use the jack that is included in your car. This is found below the driver's seat. You can see the instructions in the label on how to properly use the jack and where to put it. Follow the instructions carefully to avoid accidents and damaging the car. Lift the car as high as possible, or until the tire is not touching the ground. Tip to easily remove the wheel. Choose two lug nuts in opposite direction, then remove those completely. Then, using your knees, push against the wheel, then removing the remaining nuts. This way, the wheel is not pushing into the lug nut, making it easy to remove. Remove the wheel. We can see the bolt that holds the shock absorber at its lower portion. Use a size 17 nut socket and a breaker bar, or a torque wrench, to remove the bolt. Unscrew the bolt in counterclockwise direction, facing from the head of the bolt. Use a ratchet to quicken the removal of the bolt. With your other hand, hold the shock absorber so that it is not pushing into the bolt, and also not to fall on you after removing the bolt. Remove the lower bushing and bump stopper. The bump stopper can be hard to remove. Just pull it with force. Ouch. Inspect the bump stopper and the lower bushing for cracks and other damages. Reuse if all good. Remove some of the dust later. If you have the time, clean it thoroughly. Prepare the new shock absorber. Make sure that the size and specification is correct. The new shock absorber comes with some do's and don'ts. Please take time to review it. Push onto the upper leg so that you can remove the plastic retainers. The upper stem swiftly comes back up. It is a sign of a good and new shock absorber. Now let's compare it to the old shock absorber that we removed. Look at how effortless it is for the new shock absorber. The old one is stuck. Nope, it's hopeless. That is why my ride is like a roller coaster. It's not dampening my rear spring. Insert the bump stopper to the new shock absorber. Next, insert the lower bushing. Clean the bolt with wire brush. And since there is a white substance, it indicates that we need to put a thread locker so that it will not fall off due to vibrations. Insert the shock absorber into the hole, and support its lower portion so that it will not fall. Insert the upper bushing and the collar, and put the nut. Do not tighten yet. Just enough to hold the weight of the shock absorber. Put back the wheel, but do not tighten it completely. We need the wheel so that we can tighten the bolt properly later. Start lowering the car until the bottom of the shock absorber aligns to correct position. Insert the bolt with thread locker. Hand tighten the bolt. Make sure that the upper portion is properly secured into the slot and is not wiggly. Tighten the nut in the upper portion of the shock absorber. Once the upper part and lower part bolt is secured, but not tightened yet, completely lower the car such that the weight is fully against the wheel. Use a torque wrench. Then tighten the bolt with 119 Newton meters of torque, with tolerance of plus or minus 11 Newton meters. Tighten the self-locking nut as hard as you can, since it is impossible to use a torque wrench here. Bring back the cover. Then put back the retaining clips. Tighten the lug nuts to 96 Newton meters, plus or minus 10 Newton meters. This is to ensure that the stud is not stressed, or worse, broken. Make sure to insert back the plastic retaining clips. Make sure to do a test drive and observe for unusual sounds or impairment in ride comfort. That's it, you are now able to do it by yourself. When done correctly AMD with quality shock absorber, you should feel the improvement in comfort and handling. Now, trip naman is trip nyo na rin. Thank you.